Today's lesson is called Chess, Much More Than Just a Game. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
My name is Roger, and today we're going to continue talking about the game of chess. And I believe that many of our listeners were probably inspired to play a game of chess since our last program. And you don't have to play Western chess only. You could try to play other types of board games as well. Hey, it might encourage some social interaction with your friends and your family, and you'll spend less time on your smartphone. Remember, we talked about smartphones earlier this month. But yeah, we're going to continue talking about the history of chess and how it has shaped our lives and how we have shaped chess in the process.
We do have another great lesson on chess for you guys. It's coming up right after this.
Chess has been shaped by and has shaped different languages. For instance, its name derives from the Persian word for king, with checkmate coming from the phrase, "the king is helpless." Chess has also influenced the English language. The word rookie was initially a term for a new chess player named after the rook chess piece. Another English word that emerged thanks to chess is gambit, which means a risk that you take for a later reward. If you enjoy watching TV, you'll probably recognize this term from the popular miniseries, The Queen's Gambit.
各位好，第一部分我们看到单字 derive， 这个字是动词，指使起源于，是来自于。例如 Most English words derive from Latin or Greek， 多数英文字起源于拉丁文或希腊文，或是 The data in this report is derived from our survey of the city， 这份报告中的数据是从我们城市调查得来的。另外补充一个相关片语 derive something from， 表示从点点点获得某事物，像是 The organization derived its funding from foreign investors， 该机构从外国投资人获得资金。接下来我们看到名词 miniseries， 意思是迷你剧。例如 Tina enjoys watching miniseries during the weekend for relaxation。 Tina 周末时喜欢看迷你剧放松。
Okay, so remember we're talking about how chess has changed our lives and how it has affected history and culture and language and technology. Well, here in the first paragraph today, it says chess has been shaped by and has shaped different languages. So first of all, we've got the passive voice here, to be shaped by something. Like clay, it is shaped by the artist to make a pot or something. And here it's the active voice. It has shaped different languages. So it's been passive and active at the same time. Chess has been shaped by languages. It has been changed by languages, but it has also changed languages itself. Different languages have been affected by the game of chess.
There you go. We have the active and the passive voice in both days of our lesson. How about that? Chess and language have a two-way relationship. How cool. How interesting. Anyways, moving on. For instance, its name derives from the Persian word for king, which I believe is Shah, with checkmate coming from the phrase, "the king is helpless." And I believe I used this phrase, the English phrase, during day one of our lesson, checkmate. If you say checkmate, that means you've won the game. It means the king is helpless or the king is dead. In Persian, you would say, shamat. You have lost this game, and that's where this came from. And I believe when they say Persian, they're referring to the language spoke in ancient Persia, which I believe is the country that roughly overlaps what is now modern-day Iran.
Now, chess has also influenced the English language. The word rookie was initially a term for a new chess player named after the rook chess piece. Now, I did not know that, although I do know the term rookie. Sometimes we use the term greenhorn when someone is new and they don't quite know what they're doing. You call them a rookie rookie or a greenhorn. Of course, players in the NBA in their first year are referred to as rookies or any sport.
There you go. Now, we're not done there. Another English word that emerged thanks to chess is gambit, which means a risk that you take for a later reward. Yes, very often when you play chess, sometimes you might sacrifice a piece like a pawn because you want to speed up your development, or you might want to put a person at a slight disadvantage for a period of time. That's what a gambit's all about. You give that person, I should say, a little piece of material compensation now so that later on you get an advantage. You kind of put them on their heels. But if you don't pull things off, things can go really sour very quickly. But that's what a gambit is all about. By the way, here we have the word emerged. If something emerges, it was once hidden, and then it comes out. Okay, it is revealed. It emerges. It comes into sight, or it comes into being.
Yep, someday the truth will emerge. A lot of people say that, hey, the American election was rigged. It was false, and someday the truth will emerge. It will come out, and justice will be served. Now, if you enjoy watching TV, you'll probably recognize this term from the popular miniseries, The Queen's Gambit, which, of course, we did talk about earlier this month, a couple days ago, in fact, when we were talking about Thomas Brodie Sangster. He was in that mini-series, and a mini-series is a TV show that has several different episodes, but not enough for a whole year or for many years. Maybe about 8 or 20 episodes? It kind of depends.
It kind of depends. It just terminates, okay? Sometimes a series can go on for many, many seasons, like Mad Men, Breaking Bad, The Sopranos. Those went on for a number of years. They had different seasons to them. They added characters along the way, new storylines, so on and so forth. The Queen's Gambit was based on a novel by Walter Tevis, I believe. Okay, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break. But don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
The game is even being used to demonstrate the power of artificial intelligence, or AI. Ever since the computer named Deep Blue beat the world's best chess player in a match in 1997, AI has continuously improved. Now, the best human chess players can only hope to tie with an AI program, which proves without a doubt just how powerful AI has become.
第二部分我们看到单字 artificial 这个字是形容词，指人工的、人造的。例如 Many people decorate their homes with artificial trees for Christmas. 许多人圣诞节以人造树来装饰家里。或是 Donna only eats organic food and scans everything she buys for artificial ingredients. Donna 只吃有机食物，并仔细检查所买的每样东西是否有人造成分。另外，这个字的字尾加上 ly 就成了副词artificially 指人造的，添加非天然成分的。举例来说 I try to eat healthily and avoid artificially flavored foods. 我试着要健康饮食，避免加工食品。或是 Most of the candy you buy is artificially colored, so it's probably not good for you. 你买的糖果大多数经过人工上色，因此对你的健康也许不太好。接着我们看到副词 continuously 意思是持续不断的，像是The boy played the video game continuously for over 5 hours. 那名男孩玩电动已经持续超过5小时了。另外，这个字去掉字尾 ly 就成了形容词 continuous 指连续的、持续不断的。举例来说 The continuous sound of rain puts me in a calm mood. 连续不断的雨声让我心情平静。再来，我们看到片语 tie with somebody or something 表示和点点点打成平手。例如In the running race, I tied with my friend for 4th place. 我和朋友在赛跑中并列第4名。另外，补充一个相关片语 tie in with 表示与点点点相符，一致，与点点点同时发生。我们可以说 The description of the product did not tie in with the picture on the box. 这个产品的描述和盒子上的图片不符。
Okay, now the next thing about chess that has to do with shaping our language or shaping our society is the fact that it's being used to demonstrate the power of artificial intelligence. And this has been going on for a long time. AI, of course, is artificial intelligence. Artificial just refers to something that people made. It's not natural. Of course, if you buy food in the supermarket, you want to have natural ingredients and not artificial ingredients because those are probably made in a laboratory and they're probably not as good for you as natural organic ingredients are. So yes, we use chess to demonstrate the power of AI. To demonstrate just means to show us something. Like when you buy a new product, for example, and you don't know how to use it, well, the salesperson will demonstrate the product to you. Like when I bought my first smartphone, I didn't know how to set it up. What's a widget? What's an icon? So I had to have the clerk there demonstrate the phone to me.
There you go. So chess is being used to demonstrate the power of AI. Okay, ever since the computer named Deep Blue beat the world's best chess player in a match in 1997, AI has continuously improved. Yes, I remember this. In 1997, a computer built by IBM, I believe it was a chess engine, this computer named Deep Blue beat Garry Kasparov, who was the best chess player in history at that time, I believed. I believe he had never lost a match in his life up to that point. He'd lost isolated games, but not a match. And he lost to this particular computer in 1997. And since then, yes, computers have reigned supreme. And now, computer chess engines, they're not as good as computer AIs are. The AIs actually beat the chess engines pretty handily. Yes, AI has continuously improved to the point where, wow, they really, really are super, super good. By the way, continuously means without stopping. Yes, without pausing. Yes, the intelligence behind these AI programs just grows and grows and grows. It does so without stopping. It does so continuously. Now, the best human chess players can only hope to tie with an AI program. So they don't win, they don't lose. Maybe they can tie. No one wins. They both get a half point, which proves without a doubt just how powerful AI has become.
Okay, let's move on now to the third and final portion of our lesson for today. We'll listen first.
The more you play chess, the more you realize everything that it is. It's a piece of history, a test of skill, and a reflection of society itself. And of course, it can also be very fulfilling, especially after a long match, when you finally say that magical word, checkmate.
最后第三部分，我们看到单字 fulfilling 这个字是形容词，意思是令人满足、愉快的。例如 It is a fulfilling experience to travel around the world. 环游世界是个令人满足、愉快的经历。或是 Henry's job helping poor people doesn't pay well, but he finds it very fulfilling. Henry 的工作是帮助穷人，虽然薪水不高，但他却感到非常满足。
This much, everyone, is a truism. The more you play chess, the more you realize everything that it is. The first time I played chess, some guy hustled me at a park. Seriously. He said, I will give you 3 pawns and a knight as an advantage, okay? And then he proceeded to still beat me in 4 moves, and he took $5 from me. And I thought, this is a game for creeps. It's like throwing dice in a back alley or playing poker or something like that. This is a game for creeps. But you know what? The more you play, you realize that the actual opposite is the truth.
So yeah, play chess. You can learn more about the game itself and about yourself. You can have a lot of fun doing it. Maybe you can even make some money in the process, but of course we don't condone gambling. It's a piece of history, a test of skill, and a reflection of society itself.
Yeah, play, play, play. That's my advice to you. The more you play, the more you get out of it. And of course, it can also be very fulfilling, especially after a long match when you finally say that magical word, checkmate. Shamat. Yeah, it can feel good. It can feel very fulfilling.
It can, and I have won my share of chess matches in the past, but I've lost more, so it can be quite frustrating because I have a difficulty focusing on the game and stuff like that. So I'm much more happy playing backgammon. Look that one up. It's a lot easier to play. Okay, that brings us to the end of our explanation for today. It's time now to listen to our Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。西洋棋受到不同语言的影响，也影响了不同的语言。像在英文里面 Rookie R-O-O-K-I-E Rookie 表示新手菜鸟。那课文就写到说 Rookie 这个单字原本是用来指西洋棋新手的用语，那么是以城堡棋子来命名的。好，Name 这个字呢，可以当及物动词来表达命名取名。我们常常会用 name somebody 加上名词来表达给某人取名为什么什么，像是 They named their son Felix 他们给儿子取名为 Felix。 好，另外我们也可以用 name A after B 来表达用 B 来帮 A 命名，把 A 依照 B 来取名。那它的被动用法是 A be named after B， 像文中就是用被动用法。我们来造两个例句。 She named her pet dog after a cartoon character. 她用一个卡通人物的名字来帮她的宠物狗命名。 Their daughter was named after their grandmother. 他们的女儿是以他们祖母的名字来取名的。好，课文接着提到说，另外一个呢，因为西洋棋而出现的英文单词是 gambit。gambit 是指说为了之后的报酬而冒的险。好，那么文中用到 emerge 这个字来表达出现，它还有这种浮现、露出、显露的意思。我们来学这个字的字首字根。好，看到 merg 或是 mers 这一类的字根，它有下沉、下降或是骤降的意思。在 emerge 这个字当中，它的字首 e 有向外的意思， merge 这部分有下沉的意思。当某个东西从下沉的状态向外向上浮出来，应该就可以联想到 emerge 它会有出现、浮现的意思。如果在 emerge 后面接名词字尾 ency 会得到 emergency， 就表示紧急状况。同学们可以试着想，某件事它原本可能是隐没的状态，没有被注意到，当它突然冒出来，就必须要得到立即的关注，需要紧急处理。这样应该可以联想到 emergency 它有紧急状况的意思咯。好，我们顺便补充一下其他有这一类字根的单字。第一个是 submerge S-U-B-M-E-R-G-E。 好，它的字首 S-U-B 表示下方， M-E-R-G-E 表示下沉，往下方沉下去，应该可以联想到 submerge 它有淹没、沉入水中的意思咯。那么第二个是 merger M-E-R-G-E-R。 merger 它的字根 M-E-R-G 表示下沉， E-R 是名词字尾，把它合在一起，Merger 它是指合并并购。好，同学们可以想象，当某家公司它被并购的时候呢，就好像没入了另外一间公司而消失不见了。那从这样的语义应该也可以看出这个 merg 这个字根的意思咯。第三个补充的是 immersion I-M-M-E-R-S-I-O-N。 它的字首 I-M 表示进入， M-E-R-S 表示下沉，那么 I-O-N 是名词字尾。当我们的心思进入到一个世界，完全沉浸在这里面，应该可以联想到 immersion 它有专心、沉浸或是陷入的意思吧。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们来回顾今天的单字吧。
Derive. The movie's appeal derives from its compelling dialogue and complex characters. Emerge. The judge asked if any new evidence had emerged since the lawyers were last in court. Reward. Sean is offering a reward for any information that helps him find his lost dog. Artificial. The restaurant has a vase filled with artificial flowers on each of its tables. Continuously. Having not seen each other for years, the two old friends chatted continuously for an hour. Fulfilling. Harry didn't enjoy his new job at first, but now he finds it very fulfilling.
Discussion Starter starts now!
It's time now for our discussion starter, and the question seems to be, do you play chess or any other board game? What do you find most interesting about that game?
Oh, I play a lot of chess, and I find it interesting that after you get to move 19 or 20, chances are you are playing a game that has not yet been played in the history of mankind. Yes, there are so many different combinations of pieces that you can put on the board that after you've moved 19 or 20 times, chances are you're playing a game that is brand new to humanity.
Interesting. I'm glad you got that kind of time, but for me, my favorite board game is, like I said, backgammon. A game of backgammon lasts only about 5 to 10 minutes. The rules are real simple, and it's basically all in the luck of the dice. And if you lose, you don't have to feel stupid, and if you win, you don't have to feel conceited.
Well, everyone, today's article has come to an end, and I sure hope you guys enjoyed reading and learning along with us. I am Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.